Because friends will want you to do good for yourself, but they'll never want you to do better than them.
Yeah. They'll even go out of their way to like make shit up or just do real snaky things just to derail you and get back to where you are.
And that's the most important thing, just trust. Like just knowing that they won't snake you. If you can actually find that, bro, you're gonna go places.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the 1% podcast. Today we're going to be talking about brotherhood, networking, and social circles. This is something I preach all the time, and it's really important to get right if you are on the journey of trying to succeed at life. Today I'm here with Will and Roz, and you guys look super serious.
I don't know why.
It's a serious topic, mate.
Serious fucking topic.
Yeah, I'm not fucking around today, you know.
So I think a massive thing that's holding a lot of people back is like the friends they have, the people they grow up with, and it's just sort of like dead weight that they're carrying around. They're trying to succeed, they're trying to do exterior things rather than the norm, and they're sort of being held back by their old friends, you know, making these comments about them, and they don't want to stand out and do something because...
Yeah, this is something that I struggle with so much. Especially just like the main thing is like, if I do something, what will my friends think of me? Like, what will my old friends think of me if I post something or I'm doing something? And I'd sort of look back at it now, it's like, it's kind of stupid.
It's so fucking
Why
stupid.
do I actually care what they think of me?
I think a lot of content creators could relate to that. Every single thing they post, every decision they make is in the back of their mind is, well, what will these people think? What will these people think?
It's the biggest point of friction, but it's so stupid because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Because are you going to be having those people in your life when you're successful? Probably not.
Exactly.
So
I get a lot of messages all the time, like my friends are toxic or my friends are... sort of carrying, like they're a dead weight, they're annoying me or whatever, but I don't have any more friends. I don't know how to get new friends. I don't know what to do. I don't want to be alone, blah, blah, blah. It's hard for me to relate to that though, because I've always sort of been known as like the YouTuber guy or the TikTok guy or whatever. So everyone sort of accepted me as that guy. So people like,
never really had that friction.
I'd never really had that much of a friction. Like obviously when I try step out of what I usually do and I step into something else, like if I was the guy who did flips online to now the self-improvement guy, that's like a hard choice to make.
Exactly.
But I've always been in front of a camera. I've always been doing my own thing because it's always just been for me. It's like I'd rather do my own thing and everyone hate me. Like I don't care. Everyone can hate me if they want.
Yeah, and there's plenty of people that still will just by default hate you because... You're trying to... Because friends will want you to do good for yourself, but they'll never want you to do better than them.
Yeah, that's bad.
So they like...
Depends though. We're going to be discussing that as well. Like real friends or fake friends?
Exactly. There's people out there that genuinely want to see you succeed. But then there's also people that just by default just don't like you improving yourself and don't like seeing other people trying to be better than them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So I've seen firsthand just blatant haters like...
I think it's probably the biggest amount of friction that you can have in your life is caring about what other people think about you or will think about you, you know, chasing your actual dreams. And that's like, I think is one of the biggest factors in why people are stuck in shit jobs or they're stuck in normality.
Yeah, and I think also your friends, realistically, at the end of the day, are the biggest determining factor on what direction you head at. Like they're the biggest influence in your life.
100%.
Like realistically, your friends are probably raising you more than your parents. Like, I know this firsthand. All the advice and direction and stuff that got given from my parents pretty much went through one ear and out the other, and I pretty much just defaulted to doing whatever my friends were doing.
Exactly. If your friends are doing drugs, you're going to be doing drugs. If your friends are making videos, you're going to be making videos. If your friends like Pokemon, you probably like Pokemon.
Exactly.
If your friends are running a squad game on Fortnite, you're probably going to be playing Fortnite.
Yep.
You know, it's really as simple as that. So, like, I'd say the biggest cheat code is step yourself into a better friend group or a friend group that is doing something that you want to do, and you'll by default be doing that. So I feel like a massive thing we've been focusing on this year is just knuckling down on the content, and everyone who doesn't align with our mission can get fucked, honestly. Like, not even in a mean way, but just I don't have time. I don't have time. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
And I've come to the point now where I'm fully in my purpose to the point where, if you're not like aligning with what I'm doing or... Okay guys, quick intermission. I hope you're all enjoying the podcast so far. As a lot of you will know, we are not sponsored by anyone. Anything shown or promoted on this podcast was either made or owned by us. So if you are enjoying the podcast, what you can do to support us is hit that subscribe button and click on notifications if you're on YouTube. And if you're on Spotify, you can favorite this podcast so you don't miss out every single time we upload. A new episode is put out Friday, 6 p.m. every week. We talk everything self-improvement from gym, mindset, money, and we try and make every week as exciting as the last one. With that being said, all of the other links to our self-improvement clothing, our socials, and all other projects, it's all down below, so go check that out. But without further ado, here's the rest of the podcast. Thanks for watching.
So I think like not even in an offensive way, you sort of do need to tighten your friend group because at the end of the day, like you have somewhere that you want to be, and like the friends are the biggest influence on you. So
Do you think you actually need your friends to align with your mission, or do you think you can still have friends that don't align with your mission? What's your thought on that?
I think at the start, honestly, no one's gonna really align with your mission or even agree with what you're doing. Like, for example, at the start when I first started going to the gym, all I got was just people clowning me.
Yeah.
Like, I'd go to school with my protein shake, they'd be like, look at this guy, skinny guy with a protein shake. You know what I mean? And fucking... And then I started seeing results, and then people started riding my dick. Like, yo, bro, like...
Can I train with you?
Yeah, can I train with you, bro? Like, I need to, like, do what you're doing. And that's the thing. Like, you honestly just need to work until you start seeing results. Because once people start seeing that you're succeeding, then they'll want to hop on your fucking train, bro. Like, they'll want to hop with what you're doing. But at the start, no one's going to align with it.
Yeah, I've got something to say on that as well. It's like, I'm starting to be a personal trainer as well. And what I really don't get with personal trainers is that, like, some of them look like shit.
Oh, yeah.
But they're personal trainers and they're, like, got a lot of clients. It's like, why would I want to buy a diet plan or, like, be trained by you if you can't even train yourself?
It's like a business teacher.
Literally. Yeah, exactly right. It's like, if you're a business teacher and you don't have a business... Why would I want to learn how to create a business from someone who hasn't created a business? You know, like someone would probably want to buy like a fitness course or a diet plan of me, who I've put in the effort and I've gotten that physique, over someone who has a fitness course but looks like shit.
Yeah.
It's like no, but this is qualification. But like,
Doesn't matter, bro.
No one buying that shit cares about any qualifications if you look like shit.
Exactly.
Well, at the end of the day, the only thing that matters, if you're selling like a program or a course that's an informative product, the only thing that matters is if people want to be you. People want your results.
Yeah.
So
Exactly right. I'd also say, going back to, do your friends have to align with your mission or what you do? I know an experience a lot of people are going to have when they start actually stepping out of the norm and doing what they want is that they're going to get clowned. Like, they're going to, if I were someone who just did everything normal and then all of a sudden I made like a no-fap video or something, which I haven't done, but imagine I did that. I made a no-fap video and then I went to school and all the kids were like, oh, I haven't pulled my dick yet, or something, or they'd say some annoying shit to you to try and piss you off. The worst thing you could probably do is to like just let that get to you. But instead, just play it off. Like, the way I would always do it, people would be like, oh, go do a backflip. I'm like, oh, yeah. And then I'd just go do a backflip. Like, I don't just play it off and just, like, don't get annoyed, because really it's just a shit test. It's what women do too. It's like a shit test at the end of the day. If you fall for it and you fail and you quit, like, that's what they want. They want you to quit and they don't want you to do what you want to do with your life. They want to see you where they are.
And I think at the start, bro, you honestly got to go in knowing that you're going to get clowned. Knowing that people are going to make fun of you, because...
Yeah.
If you go in with it like the expectation that everyone's going to be instantly agreeing with you, everyone's instantly going to be jumping on your train, everyone's going to be, just aligning with your message, then as soon as someone starts hating on you, starts clowning you, you're going to get discouraged. And and you sort of got to expect it. You got to go into it knowing that that's going to happen.
Yeah, there's a thing people can't accept as well when they start new things, and this is huge, is people can't accept the fact that they'll be bad at something when they start.
Oh, yeah.
I was talking to someone at boxing training, literally not yesterday, day before that. I was talking to him, and obviously I'm new to boxing as well, and he was saying, there's one thing I hate. I was like, I'm so bad at things when I start them, and I feel stupid when I start them. I'm like, well, no shit, everyone does. Everyone, of course you're going to be bad if you haven't done it before. So if you're in a social circle and you start something and you're bad at it first, what are they going to do?
Oh, bro, I was literally talking to my mum on the phone, and she was talking about how she wanted to start, I don't know, like working out. She's like, maybe I should start going to the gym because it's next door to my work. Then she goes, oh, but I'm unathletic. And I said, yeah, well, pilots don't know how to fly.
That's the fucking point.
Start, do they?
Yeah.
That's the whole point, is to become athletic.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
So you just have to work through that difficult first period where it's like you're stuck in the mud. Everyone's making fun of you. You're not good at the thing you're doing. Like, for instance, you're not getting views or you're not getting subscribers. That's the hardest part. It's like an exponential graph. What success is just this part, all shit, and then all of a sudden picks up, and then you're just in the flow, you're in the rhythm. It's all just momentum at that point. It becomes easy.
Exactly. And you just got to ignore your toxic friends. You got to ignore the haters until you start seeing the success, because before they start seeing the success, they're not going to align with you. They're just going to clown you, because they're like, oh, you're putting in all this effort, you're doing all this shit, but you're like, where's your results? It's like, it's coming. You just gotta ignore what they have to say and just wait till the success comes in for them to see it.
And they've only seen the previous you as well, so they're going off what they know about you. I made a video before about self-image, and that also applies for the people that have a view on you as well. Like, you have to obviously change your own self-image from being the guy that just vapes, watches TikTok and goes to the club, to the guy who is a content creator, makes videos or some shit.
Exactly. Like
that has to change in their mind too. So you have to consistently make a lot of stuff and get good for them to think that too.
Yeah, it goes back to the whole tuna sandwich thing when you brought the tuna sandwich to school and everyone's like, oh, what are you doing with this? It's like,
tuna sandwich.
They wouldn't even question it if you were jacked, but
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, it's like, why are you putting all this effort eating this disgusting food, like, when you look like shit? It's like, well, because I haven't been able to see the result yet. So literally no one even gave a fuck. As a matter of fact, everyone was clowning me because they're like, why are you working out when you're this skinny? And then I started seeing results, and then people started riding my dick.
Then it's like, what is your workout program, by the way?
Exactly.
When can I train with you, man?
Exactly. So you got to go into whatever journey you're going into knowing that people aren't going to agree with you until the results come in.
Yeah, and like I say, every single episode I say this, like, how bad do you want it? Do you want it to the point where you're not going to care about what people think about you? Because that's what it's always been for me. Following my purpose has always been at the top of my priorities list by a mile. There's nothing that even really comes close to it. Like, I have to do this, otherwise I die. Like, it's not really an option for me. So, like, are your friends too important that that you can't do what you want, or are you trying to keep this clean image of yourself?
That's the only way I look at it as well. It's like there's no other reality besides doing this.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Like, I just don't envision a future where I'm not actively doing this or not actively succeeding at doing this. And if there is a reality where I'm not succeeding at this, then what is the fucking point of living?
Oh, exactly right.
Like, oh, but you're depressed, you have bad mental health. You know, like, no, it's just, that's the way I want to live and that's about it.
I don't know if you boys have this too, but I get these like lapses sometimes where I sort of go through this brain thaw where it's like, wait, why am I doing all this? Like, why am I posting these YouTube videos? Why am I sitting on a podcast and talking? And I'm putting all this effort in, like, and then you just have to remember the goals you have in mind, like the end goal. Because when you're not seeing results at the start, it's so like discouraging. Like, you can't see the end. You can't see the end, and it almost gets into your head sometimes. Like, why am I putting in all this effort? But you just got to always remember the end goal.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes down to like YouTube and content creation as well, because when you're doing content creation, once you facilitate your own video and, you know, create something, you can think it's the best thing in the world. But once you put it out there, who says other people are going to think it's sick?
Exactly,
you know,
right.
Who knows if the YouTube algorithm is going to go into your favor? No one knows that. So you can do everything you need to put it out there. But at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff does come down to hope. You have to hope a lot. Like, I hope this channel.
Exactly right. Yeah.
I hope this video.
Have a lot of faith in yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But when you post your first video, like, you've probably got all this anxiety as well, like, oh, my whole fucking my friends are going to be talking about it. It's like, yeah, they probably are. They're probably going to be in their circle talking shit about you. Like, did you see what Nelson just did? Yeah, it's kind of fucking weird. I don't know why he's doing that. Like, yeah, they probably are going to do that. It's like, do you want what do you want? Do you want to like pretend to be this guy that you're not, or do you just want to fucking flourish and do what you actually love to do?
So much people are like that. They even if they have a goal that they want to achieve, even if they have this drive to achieve something, they're literally limited by like caring what people think of them.
That they're trying to protect this ego that is not actually them.
Exactly. Like, every time I put out a YouTube video, every time I sit down on this podcast, I'm knowing that there's people that are literally just talking shit about me. The people that, like, my image to certain people is being
skewed.
Yeah. People going, this is fucking weird. Why is this guy doing this? I remember him as the guy that used to, you know, be so fun at the parties. He used to scull vodka and shit. Like, this was the fucking G. Now what is he doing, bro?
Exactly.
Now he's a nerd. Like,
you even have to accept that sometimes your family might abandon you. Your family might think you're a bit weird. Yeah. But you know what? That is exactly how you find real friends or fake friends at the end of the day.
When the success comes in, it'll switch up so
It switches, yeah. I've already seen it firsthand.
Oh, for sure. I mean, like, I'll give you guys an example. Not in terms of success. I mean, you can call it a good physique success or whatever. But what you just said with, like, even family members switching up, like, you know, my uncle he's kind of just, like, virtue signaling that I was on steroids or whatever. And I was just like, yeah, whatever, mate. But at the same time, it's like, you know what I mean?
I just want to mention this as well. Like, it'll also make you find a newfound appreciation for the people around you as well. So, like, I've always said, like, for anyone that supports me or helps me out with what I do, like, I have so much love for them because it's so easy to hate on me. So if you can actually accept me for who I actually am and support me, I know you're a fucking real one.
Yeah.
Because it's so much cooler to just bag me. I know I say it's so much cooler to just hate these days. You know, you're the cool guy if you can just pick out everyone's flaws and say, look at these guys starting a podcast, you know. Oh, you bro, let's start a podcast. You know, what's the average comment? Oh, 4 white guys on a podcast.
Bro, this might sound like some voodoo shit, but you know how they say like love is blind? Like when you're in love, you know, everything else doesn't matter and you're just blindly in love with this chick.
Yeah.
You're gonna find that love for your passion.
Exactly.
And just blindly follow it. Become blind towards your passion. Just block out everything else that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And just blindly chase your goals. And also, when you do that, as a result, new friends will start to come in that align with your mission. That actually, like, you know, want to do...
I feel like when you make the switch from, you know, doing whatever you didn't want to do first, and then there's a point where you say, okay, fuck it, I'm going to do it. You might reset. All your friends might reset. You might have no friends if you know, if they're not real friends.
It'll come full circle.
And then you're going to take the actions and you're going to slowly get what you want, but you're going to build up a new network on top of that, which is exactly what we've done, pretty much.
Just blindly,
your whole social circle will just refresh.
Just blindly chasing your goals, and you'll meet people that are doing that as well. And whatever route you've headed down, there'll be people heading down that route as well, and you'll meet up eventually and you'll connect. So, yeah, I reckon you got to like blindly follow your passion, because if that's really what you want to do, don't let anything stop that.
Exactly.
Don't let your social circle just define who you're going to be. It's so stupid.
Your social circle can either drag you or it can boost you. And I feel like when you take the actions to do what you want to do and you find a newfound social circle, it's going to boost you.
So much people are attached to their like childhood friends as well. Like if they have friends for like, oh, I've had this mate for 10 years, bro. But it's like, what do you do with them, bro? All you do is drink with them. They're not your friends. Because if you were just sit in a room with them, you probably wouldn't even get along.
What do you have to talk about?
Probably would get along. You'd be like, oh, can we get a crate of beers? Like, fuck.
But I do understand, like, if you've had a friend for a long period of time and, you know, you really like them, they're at heart, they're a good person.
Yeah.
You like hanging out with them, but they don't want to do what you do. I think that's fine. I think you stay friends with them, but just understand that you still need to get work done.
And you're probably not going to be spending as much time with them.
You're probably not going to be, but like, yeah, if you do actually like them as a person, they are good people, but they just don't want to do exactly what you do. That's fine. You just have to choose whether you want to.
Oh, but that's the biggest fucking thing I hate the most, when people are like going on this, like, they go like, oh, I'm on self-improvement, you know, fuck all my friends. But like, they might be good people, bro. Like they might even like support you and like what you're doing, but you just have this like toxic mindset. Like, lone wolf mentality, bro. Fucking self-improvement. Fuck these other guys.
It's like at the end of the day, like most of what we've got is just community.
Exactly.
That's all we've got at the end of the day. Like, okay, yeah, go lock yourself in a room by yourself for fucking 100 days into crypto and see how you feel. You're a fucking idiot, mate. You're an idiot.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
This whole thing of like becoming the better man, self-improvement, becoming the better man, a part of that is becoming like accepting and like a nice person.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You can't just become this like raging cunt, this raging self-improvement fuckwit.
Yeah, because that's a way to give self-improvement a bad rep too.
Meditate. Fuck all the haters, man. Like,
yeah, fuck everyone else.
Yeah, they might be good people. Like.
They might just, and the hate you might be getting might just be feedback.
Exactly.
Like, I actually thank some of my haters for giving me the feedback I needed.
Yeah, you got to be able to decipher between genuine just like jealousy hate and actual like constructive criticism. Like if you've made a shit video, the quality's ass, the microphone barely works, and you're just spitting some bullshit and someone says this is a bad video, maybe you should look at that and go, probably is a bad video, I should increase the quality of it. You know what I mean? And
this is another thing, like real friends will say that shit to your face. Other friends will they're just yes men. They'll just say, yeah, all good, yeah, great, awesome, yeah, great. And then behind your back, nah, it's fucking shit. Like what they're doing is sort of like, you know, it's a bit gay. You know, this is weird. You know what I mean?
Bro, yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's how you can tell real friends. They'll say it to your face. And this is what Rory always does. I ask for Rory's opinion and he says, yeah, look, you could probably improve this, this, and this. And that's how you grow, because I've only got my biased lens of the stuff I'm making. So I need external people to tell me that.
Yeah, like just brutally honest friends.
Even if I'm at the gym and I see someone and I'm like, yeah, it's good. They're like saying, yeah, it's really good, but you know, maybe you could get, you know, another microphone, or maybe you could change this. This would look good. I'm like, so fucking helpful. Awesome, bro. That is so helpful. You know what I mean? But if they're just sort of bagging you and you can tell it's coming from a place of hate, you don't have time for that.
Yeah, well, no,
you just don't have time for that.
Like the people that end up hating, like even the ones that post in their story, I've seen them out before. They go, love what you're doing, man. Love all this shit, bro. I love all like the clothing.
Yeah.
Shit's fire, bro. Like,
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up.
they are never going to do it in real life.
Yeah.
Fucking no, bro.
That's exactly
The majority
the
of people are pussies, bro. They don't want confrontation at all.
No.
If they disagree with what you do, they'll, write a few comments online, but they will not, under any circumstances, say anything to you in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know there's definitely, and I'm not trying to point anyone out, but like I know for a fact, a lot of the people that come up to me in person and say, "Look, it's all good stuff," I say, "I've just heard a million things about you, man, that you've said about me," and it's like, yeah,
exactly, bro.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah, it's like,
you know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah. To your face, it's like, love the grind, bro.
I said this when I was popping off on TikTok, like, because it's a geographical app, you had a lot of people coming up to you and saying what's up, but I had largely more haters than I did fans. So all the fans are coming up and saying what's up, what's good, but where are the haters that are in the comment sections? Because it's like 80% haters, but where are they in real life?
Yeah,
For some reason, all in real life, all I can see is people like what I'm doing.
I've had like maybe, I'm going to say 3 or 4 people like approach me in the gym and they'll say like off TikTok or like YouTube, preferably YouTube because that's what I actually give a fuck about. But yeah, like if you look at most of the videos on TikTok, like 80%, no, I'm going to say 70% of it, haters.
Yeah.
No one who hated on me approached me in real life. Exactly. So what are they going to do?
Oh, well, what they'll do is they'll take a photo of you and send it to you. That's literally, which is that's the most that someone's ever done. Is like they didn't even confront me because they started trolling me after so obviously they're not a massive fan of what I was doing. I was talking about this before, that this guy that took a photo of me in the gym and then sent it to me on Discord. But I'm like, holy shit, they actually can't even approach me. They want to hide with their phone and just like,
let's be
take
real.
the photos and send it to me.
I saw him just in the corner of the gym going like
Who knows what his intent is, but fucking hell, bro.
Let's be real, bro. Like,
honestly.
we ain't small people, bro. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
no one's gonna fucking try us.
I'll just laugh at these guys in the comments that are like, "Oh, you're a fucking beta." I'm like, let's get in the ring, cunt. Like, I'm quite an aggressive person. Like, let's scrap. Come on. All right, so going back to old friends and old mates, let's say you really like these people, but like, there's just this friction because you're really trying to make this shit work, but they just don't get it or they don't resonate with it. They don't want to do it, and they want to do their own thing. Can you bring your friends up with you?
I've tried and it's fucking hard, man. But I think honestly, like, don't put too much energy into it because like if people don't want to do something, like don't force them to do it. Like,
Yeah, it's not your world. You know what I mean? Like, if they want to do their own thing,
and if
they can do their own
they're
thing.
happy doing that, let them be, bro. Like,
It's true that.
you know what I mean?
I had like a huge problem before of being like a huge like control freak, right? Like get people to do what I want them to do. And, like,
Yeah.
Clubs are shit, and you shouldn't be doing clubbing. It's like, who gives a fuck about my opinion?
Well,
Like,
this is just why people preach.
Yeah.
Like, it's called preaching. It's
yeah, I
like,
guess so, yeah. No, like when it comes to bringing people up on your quote unquote self improvement journey, they still have to have something there within them. You can't bring up someone who's in the depths of hell because, well, they haven't got anything going for them. Yeah, like as an example, Lockie behind the camera, like, like I quote unquote brought him from, I'd say the deep sea, I'd say.
Yeah.
In that way. He was looking like a little bit of a deep sea creature there for a while, but
yeah.
yeah, no, he's looking amazing now. He's doing well for himself, and like people like that, they have to have something within them,
Yeah.
for you to bring them up.
And like you also got to think about in other people's lenses, your idea of self-improvement and like a great life, they might sound like shit to some people.
Yeah.
Like for instance, most people, when I tell them like how I live my life and just going to the gym and being super disciplined, they say, "Bro, I'd rather shit my hands and clap." I'm like, yeah,
Probably.
yeah, probably, man. So some people are happy with that life. So you got to let them do their thing, bro. Like it's not, there's no one right way of living life. It's just the people that
Exactly, yeah.
want to achieve things within self-improvement, people that want to improve, they're the people that you can help.
Exactly right. And also some people want to do their own thing too. They don't want to be part of your legacy. Some people, they do like you work as good as a team and they're on the same mission, but some people want to do their own fucking mission. They want their own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Some people's dreams might be to be Steve will do it and just drink.
Yeah.
Away. That was my dream. I was like,
Yeah.
Steve will do it. It's fucking...
I think, you can bring friends up with you, I guess. But they have to have their own initiative.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's just going to be an effort. It's going to be a drag. And it's just going to be kind of dead weight at the end of the day. Like, yeah, theoretically you could do it, but are they going to sustain it when you're gone? Probably not.
If someone asks me for like help and like, I don't know, like for instance, how do I get started with the gym? Like I've had DMs with people like, how do I get into the gym and be as motivated as you? You seem like a really motivated and disciplined guy. Then I'll give them tips, but I'm not going to like pick someone out and be like, hey, you, clubbing's fucking shit. get your ass together, fucking be disciplined and shit. Like,
yeah, you don't want to surround yourself.
That's like being a cunt.
Who you're trying to keep in line. You know what I mean? Like, you want to know that they're keeping themselves disciplined. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly right.
Because if you're trying to keep someone in line, how are they supposed to help you grow as a person if you're constantly reassuring them and telling them to go the right path?
It's like the value exchange.
Exactly right. There needs to be some sort of value exchange there, and if there's not, then it's sort of just like you're just mentoring someone, I guess.
Exactly right. If you do get like the right set of friends around that are very similar to you, and you do bring them up with you, but they're also like helping out a lot and they get it, it can be a beautiful thing, and you can really, really like flourish if they do what they're good at and you do what you're good at, and you work as a team towards one thing. You can really make it work, but it's a hard thing to find. I will admit.
That could be a sick dynamic.
Exactly.
Like everyone's on the same page. They've all got their own sort of like similar missions, but just in slightly different directions, and you're all just working with each other. You know, helping each other in areas that you know better in, and just working together. It's like that's gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah,
it's like a dynamic that I've recently discovered, and it's so much better than just a mindless like drinking with your friends.
Oh fucking oath,
like
bro. Because
when you put the bottle down, you realize you're not even really friends.
You're friends. You're just friends with the same drug.
Yeah. Ever since I put the bottle down and stopped drinking, some of the people that I used to drink with all the time, I can't even hold a conversation with because we're not even remotely the same at all.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. This is what can happen though when you do separate yourself from a network. You will become unrecognizable, and you're really going to grow. Like you're just going to grow. And a lot of people say growing up is depressing. Like I'm so old, but like if you just progress and you let everything else, everything else in the past that's holding you back, just let it go, and you actually progress and do what you're supposed to do. I reckon growing up can be like a great thing. It can just be such a beautiful thing because you're learning all the time. You're doing new things all the time. You're making things like
only if you're being disciplined, you're actually doing what you're supposed to be doing.
That's exactly right.
Some people will just be like self improvement masturbators, where they'll be like, I'm on self improvement because I read a book and I meditate. But they're not actually fucking doing anything with their lives.
Exactly.
They've just cut off all their friends to be boring. It's like, I'd rather drink.
There's a lot of things, like I think I mentioned this on like a previous podcast. You got to find the stuff that actually reaps the most rewards. Because like, I guess NoFap is good because, I'm going to say, NoFap is actually probably a good one. Only just because if you become complacent with just beating your meat all the time, you're not going to have to find that in other sources, meaning actual women. So... yeah, you just turn into a loser virgin who just beats his dick all day.
I think NoFap, a lot of the benefits you reap from that is the ability to sustain instant gratification and build up a habit of not doing something.
Yeah, discipline as well.
Discipline, basically discipline. Like, I feel like you can do that either like NoFap, or you can do that with gym, or you could do that with like a meditation streak. It's all just like, it's basically almost breaking free from addictions. But
I've got a good question.
Yeah.
Vices necessary?
Ooh, fuck, I don't know, because I don't really know actually. Because I've been a vapor, I've been a smoker, I've been a weed smoker, I've been like a drug addict, I've been an alcoholic, like bro, and I don't have any of that now. Like I don't do any of it. I don't smoke, I don't drink, nothing. I don't do anything, and I feel just fine. I feel better actually, surprisingly.
I'm actually trying to think of something.
You know what I'm saying? No, why would you need a vice?
Maybe. If you have a vice, is something that's healthy for you.
What does a vice do, though? What does a vice do?
When I think of vice, I just think of gym for me, really. Like
maybe it is. Maybe it is like gym. You know, maybe a vice for me is fitness or self improvement.
Yeah.
But when I think of vice, But when I think of vice, I think of like like vapes and shit like that. That's what I'm thinking about.
I don't know. I think so. A vice is pretty much just something you use to cope with stuff, eh? Like
Yeah, I definitely use gym to cope.
Gym. Yeah.
Can you define vice? Because I don't even know what that means.
Oh, so a vice is basically something people use to get through life. So they say, I've vaped because it's my vice. I saw John Skywalker making a post about why he vapes, and he said it's a vice, which was surprising to me. But then again, I realized he doesn't have too many brain cells. But yeah, he was like, fuck anyone that says I can't vape, it's my vice. I can do what the fuck I want, which is, fair enough. You can do what you want. He's like, I was getting angry because his vape broke or something. But I just think, you could switch that for something else for sure.
I will self-admit, I think dark chocolate is my weakness. That'd be my vice.
Yeah, true.
If I'm walking through Woolworths and I'm just like, I'll see that dark chocolate's on special.
I mean, look, if the vice you have isn't fucking killing you or like derailing you off your purpose, I don't care. Do what you want, I think for guys as well, it's like it's a bit of a pussy mentality as well. It's like, oh, I need this vice. It's like, what are you, a female?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
you're a man. Like, grab your nuts and puncture the world.
Throw a set of nuts. The amount of guys that just just flood me with fucking excuses in my comments, in my DMs. Like, I want to do this, but I don't know. I'm like, bro, like, at the end of the day, grow a sack of nuts.
Exactly, bro.
Grow a set of nuts, bro. Like, seriously.
Yeah, I was watching a TikTok that you recently, not TikTok, sorry, a little reel or short that you just made recently, and I think it was, you were saying, I've never regretted being disciplined.
Yeah.
I've never regretted putting in the work after already putting in the work.
Yeah.
The only time you regret doing anything is when you sit there and do nothing, and then after that, it's like, oh, I had all this time to do this, but I didn't do it, and I was complacent. Yeah,
exactly.
Like, you're always going to regret being complacent, but you're never going to regret being disciplined.
Yeah, well, people can't see into the future, though. They're not thinking, what will I think later? They're thinking, what am I thinking now?
Exactly.
What do I feel now?
Yeah, not many people have the foresight to actually look in the future and realize what their future is going to be like based on their current
It's just like zero self-control. Like, they just let the world fucking just blow them around, and like they don't control their own life.
Complacency only comes with present thinking, and then complacency only comes with regret after that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you do have to think into the future, which is the whole delayed gratification thing.
Anyway, coming back into the topic of network, I do find it hard. Sorry, I do sympathize with people who are trying to find friends on the same journey, because it's fucking hard. And obviously, you do need a network. Like, you need people around you. You can't just do it alone. But it can be very hard, because a large chunk of the world is just, like I said, letting the world blow them around. They're not really doing anything with their life. How can people find a network?
Yeah, it's see, like, I'm really lucky to the fact that I sort of we came together, like, just online is, like, the fact that we have the internet is fucking magical.
Yeah.
Like, I've never done it personally, but you could just buy into groups. Like, you can pay to be in a group.
Or do it for free. Get into a Discord.
Oh, yeah, there's Discord. Like, joining, like, for instance, like, joining the boxing club. Everyone there is so sick. Like,
Roy's about to fucking bust out a quick plug. Look at him, he's like, oh my god! Oh!
I actually don't have an online community, but what I do have is a bottle of setting.
You got Discord.
Yeah, actually, I do have a Discord. It's currently dying, but
There's plenty of this. My Discord's dead as well.
Yeah.
Discord.
Yes, it is, but no.
the problem is I don't use Discord.
No, I was literally gonna say, like, don't buy into the whole, like, paying for an online community thing, because
Oh no, I think it can be valuable.
I kind of have to disagree. Yeah, I'd say I go against online communities only because you don't actually have to pay for it. Not saying, like, I'm not going against people who are selling a product and trying to make a living, but the majority of them are grifters. Like, you really just don't need to be an online community that you need to pay for. Like, should I, Ali?
No. See, I disagree, because there's certain groups where a lot of you might not even get to this level, but like millionaires, you can only enter this group if you have a certain chunk of money. You can only access the group if you have a certain thing. If you have liquid $1 million in your bank account, then you can access millionaires, like a bunch of millionaires, and no one else. No one else bullshitting you or spamming plugging their fucking services or anything. Like,
I guess at a higher level, it probably would make sense.
a higher level, yeah.
Lower level, it's probably pointless. You could literally just go to some random.
Or you just go to Instagram and start following the people you want to network with. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Also, a massive one would just be join a club or some sort of disciplined thing. So I don't know about footy clubs, because the whole in Australia especially, it just revolves around drinking. So I'm talking about like a disciplined sport. Like, join a boxing gym, join an MMA gym. Even just joining the gym, you'll meet people at the gym.
Even at the gyms where I met most people, but like at the boxing gym especially, like everyone's got such a mutual respect for each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone's super respectful. Everyone's just trying to teach and help everyone grow. Like, it's so positive, man.
Yeah, when it's to do with fighting, I definitely think that creates more of a masculine and sort of brotherhood dynamic.
100%.
Realistically, the easiest way to make friends is by circumstance. That's why that's the only reason you're friends with people from school.
Might be the reason you've had your missus for 50 years.
Exactly.
Because you went to school there or something.
It's just circumstance. Like, you've been in the class with them you spent so much time with them, you just naturally become friends. So think about how easy it's going to be to make friends that are on the same journey with you if you join some sort of club or community that you're interested in.
Exactly.
Yeah, back to what I was saying with the footy thing. I was like so taken aback and surprised at footy culture in of itself. Like, I remember we would do like a training session, and then after the training session or like footy games, I'd hear guys saying, "Oh, we going for a beer? We going for a beer?" I'm just
Yeah.
But wait, isn't this like an athletic sport? Like,
Not really.
It's kind of backwards, eh?
yeah, it is like, why are we consuming alcohol like after a game. Like I just
You know, a lot of people don't take it serious. That's the thing.
Yeah, it's
Like if you're in a fighting
yeah.
gym, you've obviously got to care about it enough.
Yeah,
like you're gonna get punched in the face. You must
Exactly,
want it
yeah.
pretty bad. You know what I mean?
100%.
But
So-
even at the higher levels, like the AFL, you hear about the guys like going to the pubs and stuff and just getting on
Doing
a fucking
bags.
mad one, bro. Like, bro, in the UFC, apart from Conor McGregor, it's like they're in Dagestan fighting bears and shit.
Exactly.
bro.
Like if you want to get good at AFL, or if you want to get into the AFL, bro, you could have such an advantage by not doing any of that, being on self-improvement, just annihilating the competition. Because most like clubs, they're all just drinking themselves silly every weekend.
Yeah.
doing
It's
all
kinda-
this
it's
shit.
like the most-
not training after
It's like the
training.
most undisciplined sport. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is that recovery? How does that make sense? You've just expelled all your energy in a footy game, and you've got knocks. You've expelled all your cardiovascular energy, blah blah blah, and you're drinking beers like that.
Well, it's just that they
corrupts your system.
Yeah,
It's like,
they're doing it for fun, like, and because they want to play with their mates and whatever. They don't really care that much. Like, but I have seen the people that do take it serious, and that is their dream to get to the AFL. I've seen them get to really high levels.
that was the point I was getting at. Like AFL players, like drinking beers and shit after
Yeah.
playing a game.
I've never been into footy. I'll never get into footy. It's just not my thing. But if you were just super disciplined, just showed up to training every single day, focus on recovery during the weekends, bro, you could like shoot straight to the top, eh?
It's like anything, really.
Yeah.
Another reason I sympathize with people who don't have a network is because I've always had you, right? And that's why I haven't really cared much about, if friends don't like me or if certain people don't like me or don't want to jump on what I'm on. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter at the time. I've still got the team. I don't give a fuck.
It's so important to have such a tight knit, just a team.
Also, just a side note, we were saying this before, like this might sound cringe to the viewers, but it makes a lot of sense. Like me and you are technically fucking Andrew and Tristan Tate when you think about it. Like,
It's
dude, I
actually
didn't like scale that together.
weirdly similar.
Because also the father dynamic is the same, mother dynamic is the exact same. What we're doing is the exact same. Like it's actually kind of creepy.
I think they even got into fighting at the same time.
They got into fighting at the same time,
I was listening to a podcast about the way
same sort of upbringing too.
Yeah, the way Andrew Tate was talking about his father being like the smartest guy he knows. I'm like, it's identical.
It's literally
Actually, so fucking weird.
and it's like you wouldn't. He was saying like his dad is so smart. I wouldn't even say it's smart. It's like he might be on the spectrum. The exact same. But yeah, that's true. Like it's pretty much.
But yeah, no, even the way Andrew and Tristan Tate described Brotherhood and the way they've had each other, and they said there's like it's just the best thing ever. Like if
It's
you just
OP.
have-
It's
and
OP.
You don't even have to be blood related. If you can find someone that just is just so tight knit, just like is so like relatable and on your path, and just you just can trust each other with everything. Like, that's the most important thing, just trust. Like just knowing that they won't snake you. If you can actually find that, bro, you're gonna go places because
Exactly, because why have one when you have two? We have double the power. Mm-hmm. It's fucking quite as simple as that.
Yeah. It's crazy how powerful it can be just having such a tight knit team. It's hard to find though these days, especially when 99% of the people are just drifters.
And also just very negative. Like the thought of them pairing up with someone else and doing something with someone else is like fuck off. Like I'd never do that.
I just hear stories and stuff about other like friend groups and just shit how they just snake each other and all this stuff. And
Yeah.
it sounds so fucking cancerous to me, bro.
I've never had that toxicity in my life ever. So because I don't allow it. It just repulses me. So. Alright, so for people who feel trapped in their social circle at the moment and they want to sort of distance themselves, but they're scared because they might not have anyone after it, or they're scared as to what they might be saying about them once they leave, or they don't quite know how to even do it. How does someone distance themselves from their old friends that don't align with what they're doing?
Okay, so I think you start with like the mindset of, so just envision your future and will they be involved? Do you see them being a part of your future? If not, well, then you can just forget about them because, like they're not
Realistically.
they're not going to be part of your future. But I think practically how to actually do it, just like if they ask you to go out clubbing or they ask you to go out drinking with them or go to this party, it's like, nah, sorry, bro, I'm staying in this weekend. Or even just
Don't even say you're saying in this week because I make fun of you. Just say,
exactly. Like, just
make
an
up some excuse.
Yeah, just be like, oh, I won't be able to make it. And then slowly but surely, they won't even hit you up. Because that is the biggest thing that I've noticed. These people that are your friends, these people that you think are your friends, that are just realistically drinking buddies, the second you stop going out drinking with them, they're not going to hit you up anymore.
Yeah.
They're not even going to hang out with you anymore.
That's why I also think like the whole going ghost Sigma thing can come in clutch. If you just work, ignore every message, ignore every comment people are making, and just work your fucking ass off, you can slowly just distance yourself so much that like when you hang out again, it's like, bro, we aren't even the same. We're not even
So
the
it
same.
only works if you're trying to expel that original friend group that you don't align with. But yeah, if you have good friends that are good for you, there's no point in doing that.
But they will grow with you. That's the thing.
Exactly.
If the friends are like, they will always accept you
if
like
your
that.
friends have potential, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, and they like even if they don't. Like, I've got friends, obviously, that I don't even really talk to anymore, but they still love what I'm doing.
Yeah.
They're not hating. Like, there's a lot of friends I've had where it's like, I've grown, and then they just fucking start hating it. It's like, well, fuck you, cunt. But there've been some friends that are like, yeah, it's really sick what you're doing, and I'm loving seeing what you post. I'm loving, like, seeing you come up on my feed and whatever.
Yeah.
Keep it up.
Agree.
You know what I mean?
I got a funny story, though, about, I remember one of my friends hit me up, or old friends, and he just sort of just rocked up to my house, like at, I think, 10:30 p.m. or some shit. Like, just... Why? But anyways, just sort of felt like he could rock up to my house, and then just say, "Hey, bro, like I'm working on something." I was working on the Bible of Aesthetics. Check that out right now. At the time, and I just said, "Sorry, bro, I can't hang out. I'm busy doing shit." And he's like, "Oh, okay, whatever." And then basically he sent me another message, like I think a week later, saying, "Oh, do you want to hang out?" I'm like, "Hey, bro, sorry, like." I'm just gonna be real with you, like our paths don't align, blah blah blah. And
Yeah.
And then he started getting really pissed at me. He's like, "Oh,
You've changed.
Yeah,
that was the fucking point, dickhead."
yeah, exactly." And then he ends up, he's like, "Oh, nice 291 views on your."
Yeah, they start flipping the
There you go.
script.
So you just uncovered the inner snake.
Yeah, exactly. So he showed his true colors and he said, "Nice 291 views on your latest video, Mr. Beast." And that video at the time was the Incel to Giga Chad transformation. That video at that time, I think, was out for maybe 4 days, had about 200 views. A week later, it got about 200,000, and then about a month later, it's gone like 1.5 million.
Yeah.
Now it's on about 2 million.
Yeah, that's actually fucking. That's the perfect thing, and obviously that just reveals the inner snake that he had.
Yeah, exactly.
Just showed his true colors.
But
This happens a lot.
Idiot now too.
This happens a lot. Yeah, he's gonna feel like a fucking loser. But no, this does happen a lot.
But yeah, like the way you did it is perfect. Like, don't be a dickhead about it. Don't be like, I'm on self improvement. I read books. Fuck you. Just just be respectful. Just be like, bro, you don't even have to mention it. Just be like, I don't really do the whole drinking thing anymore. Or even just say, I'm on a no drinking challenge. I don't want to go out drinking.
Yeah.
Like, just slowly distance yourself. Be respectful about it. Like, even if there's nice people and they do support you, just be like, you're a good mate of mine, but the time I spend with you isn't valuable. It's not helping me achieve my goals. I just can't really be wasting my time.
Exactly, bro. Just say I'm allergic to fun, and then they'll fuck off.
When you do succeed, the friends that were at the start and have supported you the entire way, they're going to reap the benefits as well. So even if you are sitting here and you've got friends that are like doing better than you and you feel envious and you feel sort of maybe a bit jealous or betrayed or whatever, just keep supporting them and just be happy for them, because in the future when they're really making it, they're going to remember you. Because I remember everyone, and I still like message everyone that was there from the start and still supports me.
Yeah.
But everyone that was like snaking and everything, I'm like, you can all get fucked, But everyone that is nice and whatever, they're going to reap the benefits.
And you can tell the fakes from the real people as well. So when like the success really does come in, like for those people that are just being fakes, just being snaky and just like, like the little fucking passive aggressive comments they make, when you're successful and they start asking you for, oh, hey bro, I'm running low on rent.
Yeah.
Ask a little bit of money, man. It's like, nope, fuck off. That'll be the most satisfying part as well.
It's like the same manner. It's like, you wanted your ex back and you said, "Oh, can we please get back together?"
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, "No, fuck you." Blocks you or some shit. And then you make it and she messages you, "Oh, I've had a kid. I'm a single mother.
I need some child support.
Yeah, literally. Some shit like that.
Child support, please.
I think your real friends are gonna succeed when you succeed. Mm-hmm. The fake friends are just gonna feel even angrier when you succeed.
Exactly. The fake ones are the ones that want you to do good, but they never want you to do better than them. So the second you start doing better than them, they are just gonna shit on you. They're just gonna try to just bog you down.
They'll even go out of their way to like make shit up or just do real snaky things just to derail you and get back to where you are.
I can't believe the fucking ethics of some people, bro. They will just make up lies. People can just make up bullshit and just start spreading it to people. People do that, bro.
Yeah, no, they do, because I actually had it happen to me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so like I have a friend named Caleb, right? Shout out Caleb. And he messaged me one day, right? And he's like, I'm so proud of you, bro. Like, I accept you. Like, shit. I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, oh, like you came out, right? And I'm like, no. And then one of my lifelong mates, Kai, at the time, like, I still love you, bro, but shit at you, but it was a dick move. And then the other one, who I won't name because he's a dickhead. And yeah, so both of them went around the school telling everyone, you know, I'm gay, pretty much. Like, and I wasn't actually there to defend myself either.
Which is like the worst part.
So it was just like, I don't know, they just felt like it was amusing to tell everyone I was gay. But like, the fact that I couldn't be there to be like, no, I'm not. Like, I was expelled from that school at that point.
But also they didn't say like, oh, by the way, it's a joke.
Yeah, no, they literally just did it for fun.
Yeah.
So like, where's the funny, bro? Like, I can't find the funny.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny, but it's dog move.
It's fucking dog, but it's
Yeah.
We did some more fucked up shit than that.
It's funny until everyone actually believes it and then thinks I'm gay.
Proud of you, bro.
Yeah,
Proud of you, man. Anyway,
where's my rainbow flag?
so let's say you want to strengthen your brotherhood and you want to. You want to network with high level people that are sort of doing a bit more than you, but you don't feel like you're worthy of their time. How would you go about talking to those people and getting in connection with those people?
That's the best thing when you're surrounded with people that are doing better than you. That's healthy competition.
Exactly.
Also, the people that are doing better than you will be more than happy to mentor you. That it's so fulfilling to like help people, bring people up. Like mentoring people in my DMs that like I've been giving them, like I give them diet plans or fitness routines and stuff like that, or just even a bit of motivation. Like, that is so fulfilling. I'll do that for free. Like, I'll give away my time for that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure most people are like that, and they'll be happy to help you.
Like, you don't want to let your ego take hold of you as well. Like, I know a lot of people, they'd like to, you know, feel like they're the best in a certain scenario just to preserve their ego. They don't want to feel like someone's mogging them or like being better than them at certain things or whatever. But that's literally how you grow, just like you said. And, you know, you're never going to find someone hating on you that's doing better than you at all. You know, the only people who are hating on you are doing worse than you. You know?
Exactly. And you'll also never know who replies if you just message someone or and you also, I feel like another way that you can message or like get in contact with high level people is like prove your accountability to people. Prove that you already put in the work and then you're willing to put in work. Yeah. Because I'll never help anyone that's just like completely reliant on me and always message me every single time they do something.
That's just a leech.
It's just a leech,
That's what it is.
They need to have they need to be able to help themselves and prove that they can before you help them.
Exactly right.
Yeah. I think a great place where you can find people that are just doing better than you is, like I said before, join a competitive environment like some sort of sports club.
Yeah.
Because everyone there's obviously going to be better than you because you've just joined and they've already been there for a while.
Yeah.
So that's a great place to start. Like, if you want to get good at, let's say, tennis. You want to get good at tennis, that's your life's goal. You want to be the next Rafael Nadal. Yeah, so for instance, that's your life's mission. That is your journey on self-improvement. You want to be the next big tennis player. Join a tennis club. Everyone there's doing better than you. And you can look to them for mentoring and they can mentor you and they'll be more than happy to do that because it's very fulfilling.
And ask questions as well.
Yeah, don't be scared to ask questions because people are always more than happy to help.
Exactly right. Like even like since we've started boxing this week, I'm asking just so many questions, and like the older guys who have the experience are willing to, like, if you're asking the questions and you show interest, they're willing to just show you, and teach you.
Also, like even this was months ago, but at the gym, yes, like someone come up to me and says, "Hey, bro, like you look like you know what you're doing. I need help. I got sent this. I'm following this fitness program." And I want to know like the form and stuff. And bro, I spent literally like 30 minutes just showing him the form, showing him how to do this stuff. Simply because, I don't know, it's just so fulfilling for me. Like, it literally made me so happy. The fact this guy came to me for advice shows that I'm doing something right. And I'm obviously like a role model.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's another thing as well. Like, people, I remember, I think I mentioned this on another podcast, but I remember I said like I was going to get into this like photo shoot modeling thing or whatever, and this guy was helping me out and bringing me to photo shoots, blah blah blah. And like, oh, are you sure he's not trying to like coerce you into taking like naked photos and like gay shit or whatever?
Who said
like,
this?
Like just like family members and shit, like just acting like he's gonna fucking like pull some shit or like, doing it for money. I'm like, no, he's just doing this out of the kindness of his heart. It's like what I do, like just like you said. You know, some people will come up to me in the gym and they'll be like, oh, I just realized how fucking wild I just said was. Yeah, people will come up to me in the gym and be like, "Oh, hey, like you know what you're doing," just like you said, and like they say, "Oh, your shoulder's big" or something like that. Like, of course I'm going to help them. Like you always feel fulfilled by helping someone. That's just starting out.
It's also the people without the heart struggle to believe that people have heart within them just to help people out of their free will.
They're just stuck in this nihilistic viewpoint.
Yeah, everyone's like, I don't want to help anyone. I hate everything, so that must be how everyone else feels. It's like, no, there's people out there that generally just want to help people.
You can go into environments that would change your life. Like, for instance, the gym or the boxing gym. Like, it's just so much more of a positive environment, that's the biggest thing for me is when you change your environment, you can just see how different the world is.
Yeah.
Change your environment and you'll see.
And you know what's funny? People think that because the gym is such like, it's like the big guys in there.
Yeah.
The big muscly guys or the boxing guys that are all big, mean fighters. The beginners, they go in there thinking everyone there's going to be mean. They're not going to be willing to help them. Bro, the most positive environments is literally the gym and people that are disciplined.
People that punch people in the face are literally the most positive people.
They're the nicest people.
But it's because they're secure within themselves. They don't feel like they have anything to prove. Like when you go into the boxing gym, they're not fucking threatened or anything. Like I know quite easily. They can just knock me out whenever. Why would they have any bad intention?
Bro, the biggest cunts, you'll find them in the pub. Yeah. That is the worst environment. That is like where the biggest snakes hang out. That is where they're just the horrible people. They hang out at the pubs. They hang out at the clubs. If you go to like a healthy environment, like the gym or like you said, like the boxing club, like that's where you'll find the people that'll be willing to help you.
Yeah. Like you'll notice it especially at the clubs, like you'll have all the different like ethnicities dressing up a certain way and like staunching up a certain way, exactly, like prove their like, their superiority.
Yeah, it's just like what you said as well with the like the biggest guy's always been like the nicest.
Yeah.
Like I remember seeing this guy, like huge roided up guy, like with tattoos and everything.
Yeah.
And like he just complimented me. He's like super nice and friendly, smiling and everything. It's like I remember that same exact gym when I was like 14 or whatever. My mum saying, "No, you can't go to that." Like all the meat packers and like the roiders and everything.
Yeah.
And now I'm there. I'm like one of the biggest guys in there.
Yeah.
And I'm now I guess a meat packer, so
you're the nice guy now.
Yeah, I'm a really nice.
It's funny because like the biggest guys, they seem like they'll be like the meanest guys too. It's like the big like Kiwi guys or whatever. You're like, "Oh, hey bro, you're using this bench, man." You're like, "Oh, no problem, bro. Hop in."
Yeah, exactly.
It almost shocks you because like,
but you've even seen it happen within ourselves.
Yeah,
and the progression we've had. Like how much, I don't know about you, but I've just felt like I was so much more of a cunt back in the day when I was, to everyone. Yeah. Back in the day when I was just not really happy with my life, and I'd sort of extrude that energy to everyone else. But now I'm just like a ball of positive energy most of the time.
That positive feedback loop.
Yeah,
it is. It's yeah, I can't even remember the last time I just blatantly just hated on someone.
Anyone.
I'll just be like, yeah, I can't remember the last time I just blatantly hated on someone. Even when people hate on me, I'm like, damn, bro, all the love in the world, but your life must be shit. Like
it must be fucking terrible.
Yeah, like I don't feel bad for.
I think we've pretty much rinsed that for everything it's worth. I think we'll wrap it up there. If you boys enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video. If you're on Spotify, you can add it to your playlist. That would be heaps appreciated. And share it around if you feel like this will help someone else. That would mean the absolute world to me to share it to someone else and you can help them too. Did you boys enjoy the episode?
I did. I actually hope it helps some people. I hope it helps some people actually like, sort of awaken themselves to the fact that their friends can be snakes. Sometimes their friends can't be good for them and they can make new friends.
Yeah. Also, if you do need someone to talk to or you want to know something or you want to get in contact with someone, message one of us. Like most of the time I'll reply. If you're not an absolute fuckwit, I'll reply. Yeah. I'll always reply and help you out. Like I spend a lot of my time just replying to people and sending people programs and whatnot. So you can message me, you can message Will, message Roz, message Lockie even.
Fuck it. If you're looking for podcast cameraman type advice, go to Lockie.
Yep. He knows how to press 1, 2, and 3.
He knows how to run the cameras, boys.
Anyway, boys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.